Funerals have begun for some of the victims of a mass shooting in Connecticut. A gunman killed 20 children and 6 adults at the Sandy Hook Elementary School on Friday. In the coming days, dozens of services will take place in the small community of Newtown.
The first 2 funerals following the massacre of 20 school children and 6 adults in Connecticut on Friday have taken place. Mourners came together to celebrate the short life of Noah Posner and Jack Pinto, both aged 6 years old. Noah was the youngest victim of Adam Lanza's shooting spree at Sandy Hook Elementary School. His twin sister Ariel escaped unhurt.
The memorials grow, the grieving goes on. Today the children of Newtown will return to their schools. The surviving pupils from Sandy Hook will go to classes in a neighbouring town, but not yet, and the crime scene that was their school may never reopen. The first funerals took place on Monday, and there will be many more in the coming days, including one for Dylan Hockley. Dylan was 6 years old. His family moved to Newtown from England 2 years ago, and last night they said no words could express their feelings of loss. But in a statement, the Hockley family said it did not and never would regret their decision to move to the community.
In a tribute to the little boy who loves sports, teammates from the local Youth Wrestling Association wore their uniforms and medals to 6-year-old Jack Pinto's funeral. Jack was an avid sports fan, not just wrestling, but baseball, basketball, and skiing. His first love, however, was football. He idolized the New York Giants' Victor Cruz, who paid tribute to his little fan by writing his name on his cleats before a game this past weekend. According to the New York Times, a family friend who gave a eulogy at the funeral described Jack as the kind of boy who commanded all the attention in the room and that he wanted nothing more than to catch up with his older brother Ben, whom he would have followed anywhere. In his obituary, Jack's family wrote, "In life and in death, Jack will forever be remembered for the immeasurable joy he brought to all who had the pleasure of knowing him, a joy whose wide reach belied his 6 short years." Also laid to rest today, Noah Posner, who just celebrated his 6th birthday last month with his twin and best friend Ariel. They were both first graders at Sandy Hook Elementary. On Friday, Ariel's class reportedly hid in a bathroom during the attack. She survived. Noah did not.
We are all completely shattered. It's been a very, very rough few days. Nobody's getting very much sleep. We're holding together as best we can, but you never ever think that something like this could happen to your family.
Noah's aunt says he loved to read and loved to figure out how things worked. She said he was extremely lively, the light of the room. She'll remember his big blue eyes, a boy with a big heart who loved his parents, his older sisters and brother, and his twin most of all.
They don't know the way in which Noah passed away, but obviously they were there during the whole event and were let out, and it's not something that, she just turned 6, Ariel just turned 6, and their older sister, Sophia, she's not even quite 8 yet, and how do you tell them that's how their brother died? It's just not, it's the unthinkable, really.
In his obituary, his family says he was impish and larger than life. They call him a little soul devoid of spite and meanness. They wrote, "Everything he did conveyed action and energy through love. He was the light of our family. He will be forever missed."
Connecticut Governor Dan Malloy today called for a moment of silence at 9:30 a.m. on Friday to mark the 1-week anniversary of the shootings. And he's also asking the houses of worship throughout the state to ring their bells 26 times, 1 time each for each of the victims inside that school.